DCM, we offer construction management to large construction projects, and this is throughout Europe and the Middle East. Now, we tailor our works or our services to the client's requirements. In this case, we've been asked to perform a principal contractor role. This entails managing the site on a day-to-day basis, recording information on site, checking the contractors, making sure that they're working diligently, safely, and to their contract statements. So essentially, we're the eyes and ears of the client on site, making sure the contract is being run successfully, on budget, on program. I have experience of working with certainly the major PLCs from Europe previously. On the last 3 projects I've worked on, I've worked with Fletcher Ray, with ESL, Kingspan, Severfield Rowan. These are the major companies within Europe who are world leaders. I know their processes, I've worked with them before, we both know what we can achieve. We're bringing this to the table. I have been brought to this project by recommendation. I haven't advertised my wares. So I've worked with these people before, we know how to work together and collaborate. So I can guarantee to you that what you see in the 3D images is what you'll see on the ground when we finish. I will do my utmost to make sure it happens within the time period that we've got, and I've got no reason to see that this won't happen. Part of my team are Nigerian staff that I am appointing, and I've found that there is a wealth of staff. There's a wealth of experience, and I've already found some very good people who are going to be key to my team. Nigeria has the ability, it has the people. We just need to put that together and coordinate it, build a team, and then perhaps go on to the next project with the same team.
ESL, we are a roofing and facade contractor, international. We've worked in many countries around the globe, approximately 30, 40 countries, specialising in the envelope solutions of production facilities, medical facilities, warehousing, many projects in various places, and also Nigeria on many occasions. We're responsible for the roofing works and the facades and the complete envelope, really, the complete outside envelope of the building to make it watertight. First of all, it's a fast-track system. It's very quick. It provides all the insulation values in one component, which is a composite panel. And from a point of view of on-site installation, it's very quick. So it covers the building extremely quickly, makes it watertight, so all the other trades can move into the building. It's a metal composite panel which is metal on the outside. It has a PIR insulation in the middle and a metal inside. The building benefits from it's basically got probably a 25-year guarantee, expected life expectancy of 40 years, and there's no maintenance. Absolutely no maintenance for it.
So
apart from cleaning it on a regular basis.
Cost effective.
Cost effective, yeah.
We were introduced to this scheme by Gary Goss of ESL, and if you like, high quality consultants, contractors are a very small family in the UK. We know of them and they know of us, and over time we introduce each other to opportunities. So I knew nothing about this job, and it was Gary, thanks to a previous relationship that we had had with ESL, who felt that we were appropriate to the project and brought us into it. In modern manufacturing these days, we're trying to take design of buildings and performance to another level, a high quality level, rather than just an industrial process. And this is something that we do across the UK and Europe and now Nigeria. And it's about an expression of the company and where it wants to be in the future. It sets a standard, people recognise it. You mentioned to me the other day about brand. The actual design of the building is all part of the corporate brand. We're working with the local individuals now and we met with Duma. We're very pleased with what they do, and this is about, all these relationships are about sharing knowledge. They have excellent knowledge and design knowledge and skills. We just want to marry those skills with our skills to deliver the very best product. The modern manufacturing facility has two things to offer. First of all, it has the highest levels of sustainability, and that means energy efficiency, and that means also comfort for the people who work in it and welfare provision for the people who work in it, showers, lockers, canteen provision, training provision. These are the modern standards that we're bringing these days so that companies are generally progressive. There's education, training, forms a key part of that. But the building in itself will be probably one of the most sustainable buildings in Nigeria when it's complete, in terms of its insulation, its ability to use a very small amount of energy to run itself. We're absolutely thrilled. I mean, we absolutely relish the challenge of this, working with, quality individuals in Nigeria and from other parts of the world, coming together to produce a solution that everybody is happy with, that performs, is within cost parameters, and will deliver exactly what the River State government have set out to achieve in the beginning.
We as Austraplan, we are one of the key suppliers for the process equipment coming from Europe. Especially we are designing, supplying, erecting, starting up the process equipment for producing IV solutions to be manufactured in this integrated manufacturing plant. We will produce the IV solutions which will be filled into bottles. These bottles then with the product will be sterilized and packed. So we will have a wide range of intravenous solutions and also injectables and also eye drops, nose drops and ear drops. All our design and all our engineering is based on European standards and also based on the good manufacturing practice guidelines issued by the WHO. All our equipment which will be supplied here will be world-class standard.
We are making the technical planning from the production side. We are choosing the machine suppliers, and we try to find out the best state-of-the-art solutions, like we do it now for the AD syringes. That we are using a license with a Swiss company to produce syringes which are only made of two parts now only, compared to the ones we are producing now are three parts. In future we are producing syringes consisting of two parts. That means cut-off price 15%. Just in order to be competent to any importers. I'm in Nigeria, working for a Nigerian company since almost 30 years. And my company we have set up, this is the third syringe manufacturing plant which we have set up in Nigeria. And we have also set up the first plant for Pan-African Health here, which is in operation and which is showing now good results. And we have been, that's why we have also, that's why we are the consultant now for this big project which is ahead of us now. Well, we found out that, Pan-African Health with its present project size with 160 million syringes, you are a small player. Big companies in China, they can cut you in prices like the hell. So if you want to come down to international pricings, you have to have a certain size, and of course you have to employ a certain technology. Of course it needs a big investment, but it pays off on the long run, because then you can compete with any other world players. If you are too small, you cannot compete. That was one of the main reasons why River State government tries to build up a really good project with international sizes.
We're probably the finishing part where the components get manufactured and assembled and packaged. So what we're responsible for are assembling the syringes, packaging them into the cases that will then get shipped to the customer. We're also responsible for assembling the IV giving sets and the transfusion sets, and they're then also packaged into packages, which will then also be shipped to the customer. So that's our business, the assembly business. But the other portion of the work that we've also taken on is to manage all the other suppliers with respect to making those products. So the injection molding machines being provided by a company is managed by us. The actual molds, the injection molds that go into the injection molding machines, that's also managed by us. And then with the packaging machine and the sterilization equipment is also managed by us. So we have a fairly big role that's important to get the product packaged and shipped. The company is called Sortimat. It's owned by a company in Canada called ATS, Automation Tooling Systems. And Automation Tooling Systems is one of the biggest automation companies in the world, making equipment that assembles products. We have businesses in 4 sectors, in one being the life sciences sector, which is what we do here. There's another sector in transportation, which would include automotive work, as well as a sector in energy and industry, and then also in consumer goods. The 2 biggest sectors right now are the life sciences sector and the transportation sector. Well, this is an extremely important project for Nigeria. It's a project that provides healthcare products that will ensure the health and safety of individuals that are using those products. So we see this as extremely important for anybody who uses the products, but specifically I think here in Nigeria it's a premier project. The companies that have been assembled to put this project together are world-class companies, and that was the direction right from the start, from the government, from the River State government, and from Pan-African Health Foundation, and that was the right strategy to ensure that the product at the end of the day will be a world-class product and will be delivered on time.